Hi everyone, my name is Alicia. I'm a self-taught cake baker. Today is Saturday, that means a new video is out on my YouTube channel, and today we have very interesting questions and answers topic. So let's start. First question from you is, do you want to start making custom cakes again? Okay. At the moment, my answer is no. Firstly, I moved into a new apartment and I haven't obtained a license to work in this specific kitchen, and I don't plan to. I make cakes for myself, for friends, and create content. For now, that's enough for me. And the second reason is that I have a kitten. Therefore, I certainly won't be able to take orders to make custom cakes anymore on this kitchen in my apartment. This is prohibited in my state. As a reminder, I live in California. This means that as a home baker, I can no longer make custom cakes. But I have other options. The simplest is that I can rent a commercial kitchen, either by the hour or for a few days. Another option is to open my own facility. However, I don't want to do that, at least not yet. Just a heads up, I might be missing something. You can read all the legal details on the website of the state you live in. Because as far as I know, in some states making custom cakes at home is strictly prohibited. Let's continue. Oh, the next question I get from you regularly is how to make a perfect sponges or the perfect cream or the perfect cake in general. Honestly, I don't know how to respond to these questions anymore because there is no answer that will suit everyone. Let's start over. First, I can advise you to find a good recipe. You can try to find a recipe on YouTube channels, prepare it and see how it turns out for you. If one recipe doesn't work out, you can try a second, a third, and so on until you find the right one. The second option for you, you can choose one recipe, also find it on Google or YouTube and prepare it several times, more than 10 for sure, and perhaps then you will be able to make the dessert you want to learn how to make. There's also a third option. You can buy a recipe. You can buy it from me, from other cake bakers. Find a blogger who will inspire you, whose works you like and whom you will follow. If we talk about me, about my pay recipes, then you get a full package. You get a tech card where every step is very detailed, explaining what needs to be done next. You get video materials, for example, if it's a cake recipe, then you get a video, a long one, and very detailed with beautiful clear angles showing every step, every move I make while I'm making this cake. Usually in my video recipes there are a recipe for the sponges, for the cream frosting, for fillings, and of course video how to assemble the cake. And also I think it's very important to show the result in these videos. For example, I cut the cake, show how the filling should ideally look in the cut. In my opinion, this makes it clear for a customer what result they should achieve. And the most important point for all my video recipes, I offer my help. This means that if you can't achieve the result at some stage, for example, if your sponges doesn't raise, you can write me personally by email and I'll consult you. We'll look for the mistake, we'll try again, because the main task is to get the perfect product. So basically, these are the three most popular points on how you can prepare the perfect cake or something else, specific like sponges, cream, frosting, and other. Find the perfect recipe, find the not perfect recipe and perfect it, or buy a recipe from someone who knows all the secrets and can help you with it. But still, in each of these points there is one common element: constant practice, constant attempts. Everywhere you need to try, everywhere you need to work, and if not immediately, then over time you will definitely see the result. The next question from you, like a whole story. Okay, I'm a cake baker living in Texas in a small town. I make custom cakes, but I still can't start making good money. I make quality products, but customers don't want to pay more than $150 for a cake for 10 people. If I raise my price, then I lose customers. What to do? Move. I'm just kidding, okay. In reality, it's a very common problem when a client doesn't appreciate the cake baker's work. This happens often, and it's very sad. If we look at this situation from the client's perspective, we realize that most likely the person doesn't understand what they are paying for. Conditionally, they go to a store like Target, see a cake that costs $40 and they think that a custom cake should not cost more than $100. But even that is a lot for them. Actually, they are ready to pay only $20 more, so about $60 for a cake. But the client completely doesn't understand that the quality of work differs very much. Firstly, home cake bakers use quality ingredients. You know the prices yourself, so everything is very expensive right now, starting from eggs and ending with berries for decoration. Furthermore, the client doesn't understand that the cost of the cake includes expenses for packaging, part of the electricity, because we bake the sponge in the oven, because our mixer works. The client simply doesn't think about this. But in general, people who order custom cake from home cake bakers should have an idea that if one cake uses 8 eggs, a pack of butter, for example, Philadelphia cream cheese, berries, so on, and which only in cost price amount to about $40. A cake cannot possibly cost $100. Also, I think the client doesn't know how much time it takes to prepare a cake from scratch, to prepare the sponge, to prepare the filling, assemble the cake, to prepare the decorations for this cake, to level the cake, to install the decor on the cake, and to package this cake, then sometimes even the deliver. Therefore, what I suggest, what I always say, you should show the whole truth on your social media pages. Talk openly, be sincere and honest with your customers. Show them receipts from grocery stores, show the quality of products you use. For example, I ordered chocolate from Belgium and cocoa powder from Germany. Naturally, it costs a lot of money, but at least in this way, the clients understand why they should come to you and why the price is exactly that and not less. I worked in a small town. That's where I started making custom cakes. It was more than 4 years ago, and at that time I understood that I could not afford to raise the price. And that's absolutely normal, because very often we can now look at the other cake bakers who show something in their social media, in their blogs, and we want like them, and we start comparing ourselves with them. For example, I told you that I make custom cakes for $600, and accordingly you want to make cakes also for $600, because your work is not a bit worse. You also work hard, you also buy quality ingredients for your cakes and so on, but it takes time. It requires development, it requires advertising. It's very long process. It's a long, laborious path that not everyone can go through. So I return to the question, what can we do in this situation? First, we need to find stores, grocery stores, for buying ingredients at the lowest prices. Next, we need to tell our customers, show in our blog on Instagram, for example, why your cakes are better than others, better than cakes from the store. Therefore, we show the ingredients, we show the prices, we show how long and how hard we work, how it's really difficult. Don't be afraid to appear weak, because in this situation you are not showing weakness, you are showing reality. Preparing a cake from scratch is difficult, and it's normal to talk about it. I would advise you to build a client base that will allow you to prepare 10 cakes a week, for example. It will take time, of course, maybe even a whole year, and only after that you can start gradually, slowly raising the price. The client needs to be prepared for this. So, also I advise you to be patient and continue working. You'll definitely succeed, just need to wait a little. Well, and of course, moving to another city is not cancelled if you suddenly want to. Okay, we had already talked a lot with you, so let's probably the last question, and I'll have the rest for the next videos. One of my favorite. Why are you against discounts on custom cakes? This is a simple question, and I have a simple answer on it. It's not fair. 4 years ago, when I had just started making custom cakes, all my family, my friends always paid for my work. Always. And what's even more interesting and essential to me, at that time they paid sometimes more than I asked for. This is called not tips, this is called supporting a small business. Now imagine you receive good tips from some customers without offering them any discounts, and then you give discounts to others. I think it's unfair to your other customers. That's it. It's such a simple answer. Through all my years of work, I have never given discounts. So that's it. Write in the comment below, do you offer discounts to your customers or not, and how do you feel about it in general? And any other questions, I'm looking forward to answering them. Have a good one, and see you in the next videos.